Hey, David Wayne here, coming to you from Easton, Massachusetts. You're looking at the Ames Gate Lodge, designed by Henry Hobson Richardson, and with his great buddy, partner in crime, Frederick Law Olmsted, who was responsible for the grounds. So just wanted to take a walk around this a little bit and ask, if it were you constructing this place, how would you go about it? Do you really think they stacked meatball rocks all over this place with expertise blockwork around the windows? Like sticking little rocks in between, which have no purpose with all the mortar around it. Anyway, I'll end at that tower. I'm going to walk around this way. You can see pipes going underground there. What would be the purpose of that? Let's see if I can get underneath here. Yeah, guys, this makes no sense. So how do you do this right here? You're stacking this big boulder in, and then what do? You put a layer of mortar, you wait 24 hours, and then you stack more rocks? I mean, look at the space in between there. You can't tell me that the large rock right there on top of that rock, you can't tell me that the mortar set up instantly for that rock to be laid in on top. Look it out back here. Looks cooked out. It's completely stone. It's about a 4-foot drop in there. What's the purpose of that? I don't know. What do you got here? Like, does this construction make sense to anybody? Jeez, I wonder if someone lives here. Let's pass through here. Looks like a light's on inside. Look at this. That's cooked out, guys. Okay, this is a giant pass-through here. Stands about 15 feet tall. Yeah, and just I mean, how would you construct this? There's a large door there. Oh man, this is quite comical if you ask me. Like, how would you construct that? You're just whimsical about it? I don't know. The size of that stone. And look at this, it transitions into a perfect laid block work. Look at the end here as it rounds the corner. I mean, look how far out these boulders are sticking. This is sticking out about 1.5 feet. And it's all of them. We got a giant archway out back here. If you look at some of this stuff just lying around, it's definitely got melt appearance to it. It's about a 12-foot high door. And again, with the boulders sticking out. Look at that, that sticks out about 2 feet right there. And, I mean, look at that. That looks exactly like the Ames Memorial. Meltage going on right there. And you got bricks just in the mix here. Parts of brick. Anyway. Just a very weird building, guys. This is not how you would construct a building. Think about it. How? How would you go about that? You start stacking boulders, and then you put the mortar on and you come back several hours later so you can stick the next run in? I mean, how would you go about that? Alright, I'm going to walk around out back and see if I can find anything. Yeah, look at all the bricks just lying out front here. Pieces, right? Alright, I'm down the street about a half a mile, and this is another building designed by H. Richardson. Sits outside a giant stone complex. I mean, it's huge, with its suicide doors. Anyway, this is supposedly built in 1881. No builders on record except for H. Richardson designed. Just a small engineering masterpiece. Look at that archway. It's probably 12 feet high. as well as the two interior ones. Look at this thing, guys. Melt. And they're going to say that's weather damage, but it's the same melt as we see on Ames Memorial Hall, which, by the way, is about a quarter mile from this location right here. Let's see what's on the inside here. Oh yeah, more melt damage. I mean, you can see the heat damage, can't you? Look at the woodwork. Let's see the interior. Let's have a look out back here at the tracks. Pretty interesting. Another double archway here. Fancy woodwork, just like the front or the back, whatever, however you're looking at it. Look at this fancy window. Here are the tracks, guys. And like I said, this complex over here is just massive. It takes up the entire space between me and Ames Memorial Hall, which is off in that direction. And something just caught my eye over here. Just sitting behind the bushes. It's probably 3.5 foot round. The giant piece of steel sticking out. Goes right through it. It's big, guys. Being watched by a Karen. Just look at the black. And look what it's built on. Look at the bottom. Find the same thing in cemeteries, right? You gonna tell me they built this giant place, this giant archway on top of little shards of rock? I don't think so. Alright, let's see what else I can find. First, let's look in here real quick. Oh look, it's Ames. Alright, let's see what else I can find. All right, so there's the railroad station. Just wanted to show you the proximity of what's around here and what's in between here and Ames Memorial Hall. As we turn on to the main road here, we come around the corner here, you come right into the Free Library, 666 Main Street, and Ames Hall right there up on the hill. Right over here you have the Frederick Law Olmsted pass through there. Alright, I'm still in Easton, down the road a couple of miles. Come across this little pond here. It's got a pretty sizable wall retaining water. And it goes underneath the road right there. There's a tunnel down there. Not sure if I'll be able to show you, but I stopped at this little parking lot because over in the corner of the parking lot we have a millstone. Just random. It's a pretty big stone. Looks pretty demied. It's got steel in it. And it's probably about 4 feet wide. Maybe a little bit more. Look, it gets its own plaque. Right here in a dirt parking lot in the middle of Easton. A millstone with its own plaque. Let's see if we can see that tunnel going underneath the roadway. Oh yeah, and there's a giant pipe sticking in there too. Bear with me as I creep down here. Very busy road up above it. Let's see, I don't want to slip in. See the giant pipe there? And you see it goes right underneath the road. See, there's about 3 feet separating the road from that tunnel.